G'day and welcome to another edition of Hef's Beer Reviews. Today I'm reviewing this beer here, Foster's Classic, Australia's famous beer brand. Comes in this 375ml can, 4% ABV, 1.2 standard drinks. Foster's Lager has an interesting history here in Australia. If you're an overseas viewer, then you might somewhat mistakenly, I might add, think that Foster's is one of the most popular beers here in Australia. Well, it is not that. In fact, you'd be hard pressed to find Foster's anywhere on tap in Australia, and it's been that way for quite some time. Even the packaged version has been pretty difficult to find over the last 25 years or so. The 2000 Olympics in Sydney, around that time, there was a big push for Foster's and a big television advertising campaign with the I Believe ads. Pretty good ads, actually. I'll see if I can find it on YouTube and pop a link in the description or pin a comment or something. And I remember at the time finding it on tap in a pub in North Sydney, and because it was such a novelty, we had to have a schooner or two of it. But it pretty much disappeared off the map not long after that, and became basically impossible to find anywhere. They did a relaunch, a soft relaunch, I would say, using the Foster's Classic just before COVID, I think, from memory. But again, it didn't last, disappeared again, and it's recently just come back. So thought I'd grab it and review it. I'm sure that the Foster's Lager that we used to get was not 4%, but anyway, crack it open. This one brewed in South Bank in Victoria, Australia. Of course, it is brewed overseas as well. Pop it into the schooner glass here. Alright, there we go. Apologies, it looks like it needs a good proper wash, this one. Bubbles clinging to the side of the glass. Not a great look, but anyway. Crystal clear, light golden colour. The head actually is off-white. About a finger of it. And pretty medium to high level of carbonation aroma. Yeah, some sweet grain coming through in the aroma, and as you'd expect, some Pride of Ringwood hops, so that kind of earthy tone. Wet cardboard, some say. Yeah, it smells like an Australian adjunct lager. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Okay, the body, light to medium, very minimal bitterness. The flavour, same as the nose. It tastes like an Australian adjunct mass-produced lager. If you're familiar with that style, this is certainly typical. Some sweet malt, Pride of Ringwood. It's clean, it's pretty crisp, certainly very refreshing, absolutely sessionable at 4%. Price point, I got it from BWS, which often is not the cheapest, but it's just where I was at the time, and it was $20 for a 6-pack, $20 for a 6-pack. But from memory, Craft Cartel, or one of the online retailers, was flogging cases of it for something ridiculous, like $36 or something, which is great value for a case of 24 cans. On the can here, over 135 years ago, during the summer of 1888, the Foster brothers gave the thirsty people of Melbourne their first taste of true refreshment. That's about all we've got. So look, a lot of people in Australia would tell you that Foster's is crap, and it's not worth drinking. Nobody likes it. Nobody drinks it. Got to be honest, I don't think that's correct. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. If you like VB and Carlton, Tooheys, Resch's, whatever, I just can't see how this is significantly different to the point where you'd say that it's crap. They're all pretty close. A while ago, I did a series on ranking Australian macro lagers. Resch's came out on top for me, followed by Carlton Draft, Tooheys New, VB, and Melbourne Bitter. I'd drink this over Melbourne. I think it's cleaner than VB, so I'd drink it over VB as well. It's probably in that ballpark around Tooheys New and Carlton Draft to me. I don't think it's as good as Resch's. It's not as full flavoured as those as Resch's Pilsner, but it's not a bad beer. So if you like the style, if you see it and it's at a good price, I'd recommend giving it a go. As I say, I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. One more sip, we'll give it a score. The thing that does let it down, I guess, is the that it's only 4%. If it was closer, I'm sure back in the day it was probably much closer to 5%. Probably just gave it a bit more oomph. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5 for Foster's Classic. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time on Hef's Beer Reviews.